Hey everyone, today we have a really fun project all about fractals. Now if you don't know what a fractal is, very simply put, a fractal is a never-ending pattern. Pinecone, interestingly enough, is considered a fractal. The more complex concept is that a fractal is a never-ending, infinity complex pattern. And no matter how much you zoom in or zoom out on the fractal, they will remain the same, which is really cool. What's really interesting is that fractals are a huge part of nature. So you can see a fractal when you look at a tree. If you're looking up at a tree or even from the side, if you're looking at a river from the top down, like if you're looking at it through a drone or a camera of some sort, if you're looking at leaves on a plant, if you're looking at a pine cone and stuff like that. There are what are called abstract fractals, which are computer-generated fractals that are really fun to explore, and I'll link a couple of things down below that you can kind of zoom in on and zoom out and just kind of look at. So the project for today is outdoors because it's springtime, it's really pretty, and it's really nice outside. And the idea is to go out with a sheet of paper or a little notebook and basically explore what kind of fractals you can find. I went around my own yard and just looked around just to see what kind of fractals we have, and there were a ton. But so here are some of the fractals that I found, and hopefully to give you an idea of the different kind of things you can find. Once we're done with this, come back and I'll show you the next part of the project. So for the project, what you're going to need is a piece of notebook paper, clipboard, something that you can write with, something that you can bear down on, or what you can do is you can take a picture with either a phone or a camera, and then later on you're going to need paper. The whole idea is that you're going to record or look at the different types of fractals that you find in nature, and then what you'll do later on is either with the picture of the ones that you have or with the ones that you're viewing in nature itself, you are going to try and draw the fractal pattern that you see. So kind of like what I'm doing here. I'm doing it on the computer because that's what I have available. But please note, you don't need to have a computer or a tablet in order to do this. You can just very simply trace it with a piece of paper or just do it by eye. It's really crazy once you get started, just how much similarity, like it continues and continues and continues, which of course is the whole point of fractals, but it's just really cool to see it up close. One thing you're gonna have to be super duper careful about is that while you're drawing these fractals, please try to make sure that you keep your lines very precise as much as possible in order to retain the symmetry of the shape, which if you watched our last video on tessellations, then you should know what symmetry is. After a while, you may start noticing with some of these plants and the leaves especially that there are similar patterns. Be sure to take note of that because it's just really interesting. I hope this was a fun activity for you and got you outside and had you running around and looking at plants and stuff. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you'll all have a great day and I'll see you all next time.